her early life, I just did a little digging. It was ran away with a boyfriend, wound up pregnant, and her mother told her to abort it and bury it in the yard.
Again, great parenting.
Yeah.
Again, it's never brought at the forefront. It's always Charlie. How about the shitty parenting? And then when she's trying to get away from Charlie's hold on her, let's bring a feminist in there and let's talk about feminism.
Well, I mean, she did her experiences with males were very negative, so I can get why maybe she was a little turned off on men. Makes sense.
Yeah. Okay. So the next one is what now we're going to start getting into it. We've heard from some of the girls. Go ahead and go into the private chat, Julio, and there's a link in there. And this is basically Charlie's introduction or how he started getting into the music business in LA. Because he brought the girls from San Francisco. They started going to the Spahn Ranch by giving the head of the Spahn Ranch or the manager of Spahn Ranch. He was providing hookers for her. The girls were sleeping with Spahn, and that's how they were able to manipulate their way to stay there. They would care for the animals that were at Spahn Ranch. They started doing horseback riding at Spahn Ranch to make money, to earn money. And they just kept feeding the caretaker of Spahn Ranch, George, just kept feeding them hookers, girls. You want Squeaky today? Okay, here you go. You want the red girl? Okay, go over here. And that's and he would basically just shut up and take it.
Mm-hmm.
And Charlie and the girls basically took over, and Tex took over, and they and this whole thing again. Did they use voodoo tricks to this guy? No, he basically provided hookers to this guy. It's all about money. It's all about the booty. Apparently,
it's all about the booty. That's right. I mean, the dude shows up to work every day and gets a different girl, and that sounds all right.
Yeah, and then Spahn Ranch was already had a name for itself before the Manson family showed up. The show Bonanza was shot at Spahn Ranch.
Really?
Yeah. Oh. And there was a bunch of other westerns and shows that were shot at Spahn Ranch. Spahn Ranch was a known movie studio before Charlie Manson and the girls showed up. And I think it might have been one of those things where like the business started to falter and people weren't using Spahn Ranch as much anymore. And I think, again, it's the manipulation of Charlie Manson. The guy was a hustler. The guy was a manipulator. I can't say that he was a master manipulator. And if he promised girls, he delivered girls. If he promised money, he delivered money. So like he was a hustler and he was a pimp and he was all those things. But again, MK Ultra, if he was having mind control shit, I don't think he would have been able to think properly to be able to hustle people. I think he'd been too blown out. He wouldn't be able to fucking know what his name was. You know what I mean?
That's a good point. Yeah,
and I'm not saying that he didn't do acid. I'm saying that how can you be blown out because of MK Ultra and the drugs and also be the master manipulator at the same time? I don't see it. I've been with people that done drugs. Mm-hmm. They're not going to be on drugs and then be like, the square root of this is this and that. No, it's not going to happen. I'm sorry. So, okay. So yeah. So this is, that link is Manson in the music scene. This is how his mind started going because he met, Brian Wilson from the Beach Boys. He started hanging out with musicians and actors. He was part of the scene. People knew who he was. They didn't want to say that they knew who he was because when you ask about actors that were around and musicians from back then, they don't want to talk about him. No. Or they'll be like, oh, I don't remember him. Bullshit.
Yep.
He was in that world, regardless if they want to say that he was in there or not. And I think it's because he was providing drugs to them.